Good morning, children. Today I am going to take up the chapter 5 with you. In this chapter 5, we will be taking the method of handling the datas. What is actually data? Data is information collected. This is something you've already done in your junior classes. You've done in 6th, you've done in 7th. And data, the information that you collect, right? To read that information is very difficult. To assess the results from that data, we represent the data in different forms. In junior classes, you learned pictograph. In pictograph, you represented your data in the form of pictures. And as you came up to the higher classes, we taught you how to represent your data in the form of bar graphs. So the today's topic that I am going to take with you, another way of representing the data, and this method is called pie chart. What is pie chart? Have you seen a pie? You know, pie is in the shape of a circle. So when you represent your data in the form of a circle, inside the circle you represent your data, that data represented is called representation in the form of pie chart. But in the circle, how to represent the data? We divide the circle into small parts. Say for example, I divide it into these 4 parts. Each of these parts are called sectors. They are called sectors. Now as you can see, the sectors are of different size. Some sectors are big, some are small. Why they are different? Because the angles of the sectors here are different. So representing of the information or the data which we have collected in the form of this structure is called representation in the form of a pie chart. Now I'll take up an example. So children, I have taken up an example 3 which is on page number 75 of your book. Those children who have got the books, they can open the books and see the example from there. Others can see I have already written the statement on the blackboard. So in this example he says that the main sources of energy used in each house in a street is listed below, and you have to represent the above data in the form of a pie chart. Now as I told you that whenever you are making a pie chart, you need what? Angle. Because the data which is represented in a pie chart is represented only and only when we know the central angle, the angle which is formed at the center of the circle by that particular information. So now for example, we have got first of all electricity. Now one thing you should all know children, that when we have told you that the data is represented in the form of circle, then you should know that the angle which is formed at the center of the circle is 360. So your total angle in which you have to subdivide your data, that cannot be more than 60, the 360. So now what you will see, how we divide these values into angles. This is what I am going to teach you now. First thing that you have to do here is, you have to find the total of this frequency. You know already that this is called the frequency. For example, electricity 20 houses. So what is 20? 20 is the frequency of electricity. Similarly, solar is 10. 10 is the frequency of solar. Gas 12 and oil 16. So first of all, we will total them. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 10 40. 40 and 2 42 and 4 48. So we see that the total of these houses is 48. It means we have to divide in such a way that the circle is divided into small 48 parts, out of which 20 parts will be occupied by electricity, 10 parts will be occupied by solar, 12 parts will be occupied by gas, and 6 parts will be occupied by oil. So how do you find the central angle? Just look here. In the central angle, the first thing that you have to write is the frequency, which is 20, divided by the total of this column, which is 48, multiplied by 360, because as I told you, the total angle at the center of the circle is 360. So when you solve this, when you do the cutting of this, you can do the cutting 2 tens and on the table of 224. Then on the table of 12 directly you can do the cutting 2 12, 12 2s are 24, 12 3s are 36, 30, 2 5s are 10, 5 and 30 when multiplied will give you 150 degree. So 150 degree is the angle which will be the angle of the sector of what? Electricity. Similarly, I do it for second part, which is solar. So how I do it? Again I repeat, 10 frequency, 48 total multiplied by 360. So this time I can do the cutting directly by 12 first of all. 12 4s are 48, 12 3s are 36 and 30, and on the table of 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, 2 the 2 15s are 30. So when you do the cutting, 15 and 5 give you 75 degree. You can do this cutting in the rough column also better, and then you can directly write the angle. So you can make a rough column on the side and you can do this cutting there, and you can write the angle value directly in the table also. You can see the PDF file which I will be sending you for the solution of such kind of sums, so that will make it more clear to you. 12 again, 12, this is 12 over 48 multiplied by 360. So 12 ones are 12, 12 fours are 48, 4 nines are 36. So the central angle here is 90. And the last of all, it is 6 over 48 multiplied by 360. On the table of 6, 6 eights are 48. On the table of 8, we can directly do the cutting. 8 fours are 32, 8 fives are 40. So what do you get here is 45 degree. So as you can see, I have found all the angles. Now to check whether my calculation is right or wrong, what I should do, I should just find the total of this, that the total of this should be equal to 360. If it is not 360, that means somewhere I have done something wrong. So I am just going to check it. 5 and 5 give me 10, 0, 1 carry. 5 and 7, 12 and 1 carried 13. 13 plus 9 is 22. 22 and 4 is 36. 3 carry, 3 and 1, 2 carry, 2 and 1, 3. So we have got 360 degree as the total, and this shows me that my calculations are correct. Now I will represent this information in the form of a pie chart. Now how will we make a pie chart? I will first of all draw a circle. This circle, children, I can draw of any radius. So if you will see my PDF file, I have taken a radius of 5 cm because the circle of 5 cm, do it on a single page. A circle of radius 5 cm is very clear to be drawn. So after drawing a circle of 5 cm, from the center of the circle, draw any line which will be representing actually the radius. Take any point on the circle A and join it with the center. So this will be AO. Now I will be drawing the first sector, which is of 150 degree. How I will make it 150 degree? You all will take a protractor. In the protractor, you will find, you already know how to draw angles. So you know where is 150. So what you will do, you will take your protractor. The center of the protractor should overlap with your center O, and then from the D you will see where is your 150. You will mark the angle of 150. You will put a dot here, and then after that, with the help of a scale, you will join that dot with the center and extend that line to meet your circle. And this point will be named as B. So this angle which you have made, first angle, that is equal to 150 degree, and this represents your electricity. I hope I have made it clear to you. Now I will take up the second. The second angle that I wanted to 75. Now what is my baseline? Again, see children very carefully. I have the protector in my hand. I will put the protector now on the baseline OB. My baseline will be OB. Again, I will overlap the middle center of this protector with the center of the circle, and after overlapping it, my angle has to be 75. So you can very see clearly that from the D we can find where is my 75, it is here. So after putting my 75, I will put a dot and I will join that line. This angle will be 75 degree and this represents my solar. I will write it inside like this. The third one is angle of 90. Now hope I have made it clear. I write C here. A, B and C have reached to the third. Now my baseline will be OC. OC will be my base. I will keep my protector on O as I told you initially with OC as my baseline, and I will make an angle of 90. Now when I make a 90 angle and I pick up my protector, this is my angle of 90. I will join it like this and extend it to meet my circle. You may not be having, because I am doing it on the protector on the blackboard, so when you will be doing it in your notebook, you may not have the need to extend it because your circle and the protector size are almost the same size, or maybe you will be able to do it. So now here, this point will be D. Now this angle you have made is 90 and this is representing your gas. Now one thing is clear, beta, you need not to make the last one. Because if you have done the first three correct, then automatically you can see you left with the last part. So the last part, as we know already, was angle of 45. You will mark an angle of 45 here, and this represents your oil. So this is the way how we represent the data in the form of pie chart. Hope I have made it clear to you. Now children, I am going to discuss with you example number 1, which is on page number 74 of your textbook. In this example, I have not written the complete statement of the question. I have just made, drawn the pie chart and written a few questions. The question is that this is a data which is representing the different modes of transport used by the children, and this data has been represented in the form of a pie chart as it's clear to you, which is representing 4 modes of transport, which are car, scooter, bus, and some children are coming by walking. Maybe their house is nearby the school, so they are coming by walking. Now the question is, first question which we have to answer in this question is, which mode of transport used least? Least matlab sabse kam, minimum. So how do you come to know from this graph, from this pie chart, that which is the least mode? Now you can see very well from the figure that smallest sector is the one for walking. So walking is the mode of transport which is used the least. So the answer for this question will be walking. Clear, beta? Now we come to the second question. Which mode of transport is used most? Most matlab sabse zyada. So sabse zyada, as we see that when we talked about the least, we said which is the smallest sector. So when we say which is the most, means sabse zyada, means we will be talking about the biggest sector. The biggest sector, as you can see, is the one in which it is written bus. So the most used mode of transport is bus. Now coming to the third question. The third question is a little bit different. What he says, if there were 1200 students in the school, how many come by car? Now here I want to find the number of the students that come by car. So for that, children, there is a symbol made here in the sector of car, and I know that this symbol represents 90 degree. So how many students come by car? It is 90 degree angle of the sector out of the total angle of the circle, which is 360. Means when I have to find how many students come by car, so I will write students who come by car is equal to 90 degree out of total of 360 degree. But when I divide only 90 by 360, I will get the ratio in comparison from the total. But I want the value. For this value, there is one thing given to me, that is 1200 students. Means the total strength of the school is 1200. So I will multiply this with 1200. So 90, 9 4s are 36, 4 3s are 12, with these two zeros. So I get the answer 300 students. So this is the way we can go back to finding the value or the frequency when the angle is given to us. So we will come across both type of problems when we solve the exercises. Somewhere we have to make the pie chart, there we will find the angles, and somewhere we have to find the value, there we will use this method to find the value or the frequency of the particular object. Clear, beta?